Okay, Joshua, the next mockup we do for the mobile app is the add a gig mockup. So what will happen when a user clicks on the add a gig button right here? Well, I want the menu to scroll down, and let me try and explain what I mean by that. Here you have an old design. Of course, this is outdated because you've done something that looks better now. So this menu, when you click on add a gig, this menu will scroll down, and the only thing left will be I would like you to do a small thing that pops up, that it doesn't pop up, it's always shown, it's there, and it will just say menu. So when you click on that, or you actually drag it up, this menu will appear again, and then you can find your items here. So imagine that it just says menu down here. You have to do that, and then we will have the entire field which will be ready for some content. And that content should be here. We would like to have some input fields so that he can add a gig to the app. We would like gig name, door time, stage time, add sets, address, date, and comment field. And now you have written to me that you don't know so much about designing a mobile app, so I would like to give you a link, which is this link. This link has a lot of apps that you can click on and get some inspirations. So you might click, let's take this one, and then you click here, and then you can see how that app looks like. But this will be shown in a browser, so you will have to imagine how this looks like when it's in an app. You can of course imagine that these are just much smaller, and everything is fitted to an app. But what you see that is interesting is that the menu here, the button, is going from side to side, and that looks pretty good. So you can try and use something like that, like this. And I have another. Here you can see, let me see, book flight. Yes. Here you can see some examples on some input fields, which is kind of nice because they are big, they are rounded, and they have the text inside. So like this is where am I going from. So you can see here that I can input something. Where am I going? So that works very good. Then I have to input a date. I can do that like this. And here. And now I have a drop down. A drop down looks like this. Good. So here you can get some information, some info, some inspiration maybe about how does the drop down look like, what does the look and feel. And the only thing you need to do to get this implemented on our design is actually just make them shorter, but keep this style that you can see here. The style is great. So if you want to find this example, let me see if I can find it. This example is the United Airlines. United Airlines. Here I click here. You can also see their index page is very good. It's very simple, you know. You just have the menus there and nothing else. So see if you can find some inspiration. I will send you the link to this page. And just to go back to what we needed the gig name. That's just a text input. The door time, that will just be, let's call it a text also. Stage time. This one, the add sets, will be a drop down. So that you need to add as a drop down. Address is text. Date will be a date picker. And then a comment field, which should be a larger field that just has more space. And then of course we need a add gig button. And that's it. And you just add them below each other, and it doesn't matter that. Let me find your. It doesn't matter that you make this longer, because when you click on add gig, you will see the things you have to input, and then you might have to scroll down so you can make it longer. You cannot make it wider, but you can make it longer. I hope all this makes sense.